The ancient beast Australith is concentrating its power on the orb above its head. This green orb is expanding wildly. Inside, the energy particles are spinning madly, creating a deafening screech, about to reach its limit. At this moment, the divine tree has completed its defense layer, the earth's shield has been deployed. The divine tree stands in a closed construction made of earth harder than steel. These earth flakes, after being reinforced with spiritual power, they continue to darken and overlap each other, creating a creaking sound. Preparing to face the attack of the ancient beast once again, this time the divine tree will not be subjective as before. Last time he used the skill Diamond Body Transformation to counter the enemy's final move. As a result, half of his body was blown away. This time's solution will be safer and more solid. Chiu! The energy orb is shot extremely hard towards the divine tree. Boom! It has hit the divine tree's defense construction. The energy orb is too strong. It is wildly destroying the construction without any sign of changing direction. Just a few more seconds, the construction will be crushed by the whirlpool of the orb. The divine tree roars, Kya, and uses all its strength. He tilts the surface of the construction to let the deadly energy orb fly straight into the sky by a 90-degree angle. The divine tree has calculated the shape of the construction to prepare for this. Australith is a good and cunning warrior. He knows that this second attack will not bring efficiency. He immediately gave birth to an army of dark beasts, transcendent second-order tomato color from his mouth. The sound of the slime echoed in space. Just 2 seconds, the slime has completed the shape of a complete red-striped dark beast. Move forward, my children. The target is only one, that is the divine tree. The whole group of these beasts rushed to the divine tree like crazy. The roaring sound was deafening. Vu! Oh, but something whizzed past the divine tree, a golden light and a familiar scent. That is Shaoling. She is rushing straight into the enemy in front of the divine tree with a cold face. Fire sword, butterfly. Shaoling raises her sword. A flame shaped like a butterfly covers the sword. Her whole body is glowing, still rushing forward. The fire butterfly is getting bigger and bigger, and Fwin! Shaoling slashes hard forward, right where the second-order dark beast group is about to overflow. The fire immediately covers the space, burning more than a dozen of those beasts. The roar and the sound of the fire are like the sound of hell. It's terrifying. The fire is higher than the skyscrapers. Shaoling is getting stronger and stronger. It seems that Wan Hao will have a hard time marrying her. Shaoling perched on the trunk of the divine tree. The sword in her hand had broken, not because the beast was too tough, but because this sword could not withstand the fire element spiritual power that Shaoling had transmitted into it. Shaoling lifted the sword up, disappointedly looking at it. This is a precious sword developed by the Spiritual Power Research Institute. It was designed with fire element conducting properties, specifically for her, yet it could only withstand one full force attack from her. It's pitiful. Did you guys notice? All the city masters are fighting barehanded. Wan Hao holding a sword is also a sword created from his spiritual power. It is a light sword. Shaoling appeared on the TV screen. A very cool angle. Shaoling was holding a fire sword rushing straight into the enemy. Everyone who saw it immediately recognized, this is their idol, the person with the domineering combat record and among the people with the strongest spiritual power in humanity, but also a beautiful and hot girl. They call her Ling Ji. Everyone immediately became more excited. Go for it, Ling Ji, go for it, idol. Shaoling threw the broken sword away, quickly said to the divine tree, Master, it needs to be resolved quickly. The human leader has decided to launch a spiritual power missile. The divine tree squinted when hearing this news. Again, it's a spiritual power missile. The divine tree turned to Shaoling and said, Launching a missile here, isn't it? The divine tree hesitated, then shouted, Wait a minute, hold on. It seemed that something clicked in the divine tree's head. There was some plan, then quickly said, Is there a way to contact the human leadership? This made Shaoling also stunned. Never before had her master wanted to talk to the human leadership, unless he wanted to hear them apologize like last time. Shaoling immediately sent a message to the Spiritual Power Supervision Bureau of the Federation. The staff on the other side informed their boss. The chairman was also surprised. What did she say? Shaoling is very smart, immediately guided the divine tree. The divine tree made a call using spiritual link. He put a tree root on his head, and simulated the telecommunications signal, connected to the Spiritual Power Supervision Bureau. Hello? Can you guys hear me? The chairman picked up the phone. It was indeed the voice of the divine tree. He would never forget this terrifying voice. Sweat rolled down his cheek. The chairman nervously asked, "What do you want to say?" The divine tree on the other side seriously went straight to the point and said, "The ancient beast has evolved to fifth order in combat. Confronting it is really difficult, so I need your help." Only half a minute has passed. The fire is still burning, covering Austrolith. It is still standing there calmly. There is no need to rush. This it has learned from this very battle. Rushing with the divine tree only falls into his trap. While its master is talking, Shaoling will continue to fight to extend the time. She quickly appears in the fire. Both hands are two bright burning flames. The fire makes Austrolith's vision a bit limited. Shaoling, a new character appearing in front of him, surprises him. Flaming butterfly. A huge tsunami taller than Austrolith is created by tens of thousands of fire butterfly wings, rushing forward, ready to swallow this beast. Fung fung fung. The fire overflows. Around Austrolith is completely bright and hot fire. The temperature has risen to thousands of degrees. Austrolith uses spiritual power not to let these butterflies land on its body. It calmly teases. "After the tree, it's the human?" Shaoling looks coldly. She doesn't say anything. There's nothing to say to this damn beast. Boom! A huge bright fire column spurts up into the sky, illuminating the entire night sky. The chairman on the other side is still not believing his ears. The divine tree wants to cooperate with them. Needs support from humans? He asked. "Are you serious?" The divine tree replied. "Isn't this what you also want the most?" The chairman tensely said. "You don't regret it?" The divine tree's eyes lit up with determination and said, "I will never do anything that makes me regret." Shaoling jumps out of the combat area. There is too much dust here, not good for observation. She looks back with a bit of helplessness, because she immediately realizes she is not at all an opponent of this monster. The only thing she needs to do is to use all her strength to extend the maximum time for her master. Fire Butterfly Full Force version is activated. Shaoling becomes a fire butterfly, with bright wings behind. The space around her becomes harsh and hot. This will be a full force attack. Indeed, beautiful people will also have beautiful skills. Looking at Shaoling now like a fairy, just that if you touch this fairy, you will immediately burn into charcoal. Austrolith, with the aesthetics of a monster, also has to look up and exclaim, "Ha ha ha, among all the humans I have killed, you are the most special one." Shaoling doesn't say much. The fire has accumulated enough. She screams and throws the fireball towards the ancient beast. The spiritual power is mobilized to the point that blood from her mouth also overflows. This is a full-force attack. Boom! The hit is on target, burning everything that this fireball touches. The butterfly wings gently flap in the air. Shaoling is silently observing the opponent from above. The attack just now has created a huge column of smoke billowing up. Shaoling breathes heavily. Almost all spiritual power has been used up. This is definitely the strongest attack she has ever made. But before she could rest, a tentacle rushed as fast as a cut from the smoke, wrapping Shaoling. Austrolith tightens Shaoling in front of his mouth and says loudly in satisfaction, "Flying back and forth like a fly, now die!" The situation is too fast. Shaoling can't help but be shocked, and the sound of the beast's voice is really scary. It is both deafening and brings an endless sense of death. It seems that the voice of the master is still better. She can only grit her teeth and say it's terrible. At this time, in the sky, a bright star attracts the attention of Austrolith. He also doesn't know what it is so bright. A huge missile filled with the spiritual power of all the strongest superhuman warriors right now is aiming straight at this battlefield. The ancient beast in the countryside just got up, asked Shaoling, "What is that?" Boom! But before he finished asking, he was hit by a huge black hand on the head and smashed into the ground. The tree roots tighten the limbs. The ancient beast cannot move. All of its legs have been tightened by tree roots growing from the ground. Austrolith struggles, but it's no use. The development is too fast. The ancient beast is completely caught off guard. The divine tree lifts Shaoling with a tree root, gently says, "Shaoling, go behind me." Shaoling immediately obeys. Austrolith, with its superior intelligence, immediately realizes that this is to hold him in place so that the damn thing in the sky can hit him straight. "Too stupid," Austrolith angrily yells. "You think that toy can kill me? The only one who will die is you!" But the divine tree, with a cunning face, immediately denies. Who said that thing will be used to destroy you? Australith, open your eyes and look carefully. At this time, the tree roots are summoned to form a support shaft on the head of the divine tree. The tree roots are like the hands of a surgeon in surgery, very skillful with spiritual power covering, gently holding the super spiritual power missile. If not skillful, it will explode immediately, instantly blowing the divine tree completely. It is as dangerous as walking on a wire. Right at the point of contact, a bright light is emitted, extremely dazzling. A very perfect action. Why is it so accurate? Because on the other side, humans have also tried to adjust their missile to be accurate and coordinated. This is the request that the divine tree exchanged with the chairman. Seeing this scene, Australith also widens his eyes. It turns out that his superior intelligence is still working a bit slow and a bit inaccurate. But now that he has realized, it's too late. The divine tree yells, "Look at this! This is the combination of our strength and humans." Immediately, a huge beam of light emits from the contact point of the divine tree and the super spiritual power missile. Is the divine tree absorbing the power of this super missile? End of chapter 130. See you guys on Friday next week.